Hey guys, Jingraves here, doing another manga review for you guys. This is another series that I fell in love with reading it. I would probably have to say I would give it a 5 out of 5. Um, it was one on my favorite shelf as well. Um, but this one is the story is by Yusuke Kishi and the artist by Toru Uekawa. Um, and it is really good. I feel like it plays on the magic aspect. It the plays on the oh goodness, magic aspect, the science aspect, all that stuff. Now, the really cool part that I like in this is you're reading it and they start talking about the past, and it's kind of this really big deal. And they said it's not working, it's not going to work, and that basically we need to figure out what we're going to do when it comes down to um, all this stuff. So a lot of different things, like kids can have like this certain kind of like magic almost, um, from genetic testing and stuff that they've done to actually make the kids that way, and actually like giving them certain abilities and stuff, and they actually have like a kill gene in them as well in case they go against like their own kind. You can't hurt your own kind, stuff like that. But it's very, very like scientific based, which I like it. It's this group of friends. They try and figure it out. They go help this these. I think they're like mole rat people that are actually like um, they're supposed to be like the assistants. When you tell them to do something, they're supposed to actually listen to you and everything. Most of them do. Some of them on the farther outskirts that people don't actually control have kind of grown out of that and have like their own societies and laws, kind of. And it comes down to it that a couple of the groups are going to get in a fight, and this group of kids basically goes and helps. Um, and they have to figure out what are we going to do. There's a lot of other stuff going on, and just the craziness of what it is. So you do find that a lot of the different stuff is like genetic mutation stuff, which is pretty crazy. Um, they have it where like you can be friendly with different people, but at some point, then your body basically tells you like, oh, I need to reproduce, and you go back to the opposite sex. Um, but they do portray some of that as, here's this, here's that, and they allude some of it to like defects in the people, um, and how different people are supposed to be. Now they do have different things where some of the characters actually get attacked and die, um, and then they go through almost a time skip where it's in the future, and you find this group that they helped out actually has become the bad guys, and they already know a bunch of the stuff, because some of the other kids actually defected and left, and explained it all to them, told them what to do, and that humans were basically like garbage. They have a human of their own, that has the psychic abilities and stuff, but they can't figure out why they're able to actually kill humans. That's the big thing with that one. Um, Later on, they find out, well, the kid grew up with the mole rat people and everything, so it believes that the mole rat people are its kind of people, its family, not humans. So they have to go through and figure out, what do we do with this? How do we get out of it? How do we go through and do everything? And they end up doing parts of that, and kind of ending what these people had done, because what the groups would do is go into um, another person's group and took their queen, and they had this big shack that housed all the queens, and what they would do is basically like have them impregnate them, and they had tubes and stuff that went to them, and then they would just pop out warriors. So they went from whatever to a large number of an army that could actually come and try and take out the humans. Um, they got to it, and they got all the people basically taken down and everything to the very end, where this human killed one of the Morat people, and the gene went off in them to kill them. And then we basically get to the end. They held on to this one of the Morat people that they knew prior, um, held on to him, and basically all he turned into is like a ball of flesh almost. Um, which you did find that was a genetic mutation and everything, that they did to basically make them maybe about Yoda size or a little bit bigger than that, just for moving purposes and all this other stuff. Um, and obviously being able to burrow and stuff like that. So they do take it from there, and you do get kind of a glimpse into the future of stuff, where they're talking about how some of the characters, how are they going to do this? How do we get more free and stuff like that? And it actually comes down to a very, very fun thing, I would say, with the characters and everything, and basically there being um, all this stuff seeming so futuristic and whatnot, to it actually not being futuristic. Um, we do get to a part in the story where the girl goes in to talk to the mole rat that had screwed them over and everything, and where he's basically in the future, almost like just a brain himself. They put these sensors on him where he can get hurt as much as they want, but he doesn't die. That's kind of what regressed him back into this little ball thingy of just flesh. And she ends up turning that off and letting him die. Her way of doing that, and you find out that the main girl in it, it's actually her memoirs and stuff that she made for the future. And the really good thing that I like at the end of the book is the future that she's writing to and everything is actually supposed to be us. So I thought it was really cool how they made it seem so futuristic in it, and yet here it is, the world basically like regrew itself anew, and these are memoirs that were supposedly found for us as a people of today. So that was really cool. um, and it is very fun. It is a very fun read. So like I said before, it is a 5 out of 5 for me. If you're keeping tags, this should be day 6, video 5. If not, it'll be in the description if I forgot on any of the other ones. But I hope you guys will check it out. You guys will watch it and enjoy the rest of these series and whatnot. Um, I highly enjoy almost all of these. So hopefully I have enough to keep covering until we actually have to get into some hiatus completes. But that probably won't be a while, especially knowing what numbers I have to cover at least now. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys later. Bye.